Hi, welcome to an NX12 video tutorial. It's the next part in the WW-109 fighter plane series. Today I want to try the fuselage. And I've already prepared in my first video all those planes which I need for all of those sections. You can, of course, sketch all sections. I want to do it only with two. That should be enough. I want to use at first section H and section L. So let's take a look. There's section H, and where is L? There is L. So I don't want to use splines, I want to go for arcs, because that should give me a better surface. So what I have to do now, I have to do a sketch on the main sketch plane. So go for sketch, select the main sketch plane and confirm. Let's move over here and let's draw that section. So I will need a construction line which starts here and like that. Okay, make those for construction only. Like this. And maybe we should change that opacity of the picture so I can see my lines and curves better. But let's start with an arc, which should start right here with the endpoint, yes, and then should go about that and maybe like this. Okay, then another one which starts here and then goes maybe up to this point here, like that. Another one here which starts over there, goes here, and make sure it's tangent here. And maybe I can go with one here. So if I drag this a little bit longer, maybe like that. Yeah, looks okay. And now I need a fillet from this one to that one, maybe like this. Looks good. And the same here, from this one to that one, and maybe like that. Yeah, looks quite nice. Now I will need that profile on a different plane, so I want to copy those elements, Control C, close that sketch, and I have to go to one of my planes here, to plane H. Let's see where my plane H is. Where are the planes? There are the section planes. That's datum plane H. Let's make a sketch on that plane. Take a look at the orientation. That seems to be wrong, so I have to change this one, I suppose. This looks better, yeah. And confirm. And now bring in by pasting this one. And I could hide that image. Hide the image close. And then move this one to a more appropriate position, and that would be somewhere over here. Let's apply, and I should also hide the propeller and the wing. So let's take a look. Hide the wing and hide the propeller. That's better. Now let's orient you to sketch, and I need the intersection points of this curve and that curve in my sketch. So let's see, that's intersection point, yes, from this curve, apply, and that curve. Okay. Now I could hide those surfaces as well. That would be this group. And now let's move our profile once more. This point to that point. So you can go for point to point, or this point to that point here. So I'm really pretty close. Okay. That's almost there. So let's put those 2 points coincident. And here as well. Yeah. And finish that sketch. Let's bring back the image. And I need another sketch, of course, on my main sketch plane. So go for sketch, go for the main sketch plane. And there you go. And confirm. And now I need section L, which is right here. And I want to draw a similar profile. So I want to go for 1, 2, 3 arcs and then make fillets. So first I will need again those reference lines to make it tangent there. So put these for construction only. And let's start with an arc. Maybe here. Maybe like that. Yes. And I wanted to change the opacity of this image. So let me do it like that. Okay. And then I will need an arc which starts maybe here and goes up to this one. So it's already going for tangency. I don't want this, so let's make it like that. Adjust this one a little bit, maybe like this. Okay, and add a fillet down there. Maybe like this here, and at the top as well. And this might be a little bit difficult to do it with a fillet, so I want to go for another arc from this point to that point. And let's see, I've got tangency here and I need tangency there as well, so select the arc, select the other arc and go for tangency. Yeah, this happens. So go back and let's try to edit this one a little bit, maybe like this. And now it should be easier to go for tangency, probably. Yeah. Okay, nice. And now I want to copy this profile, Control C, finish that sketch, and now I have to go for plane L. So I could hide those, this image. Go for a sketch on plane L, which is this one. Orientation, switch it to this side and OK. And Control V. And move it up. Okay. Now I have to bring in those curve points. So that would be the main body. Let's show it and bring in with intersection 1 point, apply, and second point. Okay, now I could hide these again, and now I want to move my profile to at least one of those points. So go to move, select it, go from point to point, yes, from this point to maybe, yeah, this point, sorry, select them and go from point to point, and okay, yeah, it's almost there. So let's adjust it up there, make this one and that one coincident, and the same here as well, this one and that one coincident. Take a look at our profile. Yeah, looks quite nice. And finish that sketch. Now I can bring back my main body, the show, and now I want to make a through curves mesh using this section, that section. This is guide, or the edge of that surface is guide, the edge of this surface is guide, and the boundary condition would be tangency to this surface and that surface. Of course, you could try to do it with just one through curve mesh for the whole fuselage, but I decided to split it into multiple parts because I think it's easier to do with multiple parts. Okay, let's go for through curve mesh. And the first curve, go not for single curve, go for tangent curve, stop at intersection. Start here, select one of those arcs. That's okay. Add another set. Again, tangent, yes, that would be okay. Select one arc. Yes, looks good. Cross curve would be the edge. So it would be tangent, or it's single curve. It's single curve, yeah, because it's just one curve, but I need the edge. Stops this intersection, yes. Add another set, this one here. That direction, yeah. And I want to go for tangency for the first cross and the second cross. So that would be tangency 1. Great. And last cross should be tangent as well. Would be this one. Yeah. This gives me a nice surface here. Let's see if we can. No, looks good. Of course, it's a surface and not a solid, but that doesn't really matter. You can go for sheet. It's the same. So let's confirm. Great. Next, I want to go for a swept, and therefore I will show this sketch, which makes life easier. So go for a swept. Select at first a feature curve, the sketch. Yes, then go for a guide, single curve, stop at intersection, and then select parts of the edges, another part, and the last one here. Then add another set, go down below, edge, edge, and another edge. And I want to use a spine, and I can select it the same way. Stop at intersection, yeah. Like this, which gives me a nice surface here. Go for arc length, end of guides, uniform scale, looks good, and confirm. And now I want to make a through curve mesh between this edge here and that edge, and with these guides. And I don't need that sketch at the moment, so let's hide it. Okay, let's hide this sketch. Up to, yeah, hide those. And now go for a through curves mesh. And the first one would be that edge here, that section. Then add this section here. Now for the cross curves, I want to go, of course, for edge, not of the swept, sorry, but of the extrude. And this one as well, because it stops at intersection. That would be okay. Next step, this one, edge, and this edge here also, and the cross tangent faces are this one and that one, which should give me a really nice surface here. And I could go for a spine, or I could go without a spine. Spine would give me better control of those sections. They would be all normal to the spine. Let's just confirm this. And of course I could show that sketch and use again parts of the line as spine. Yeah, why not? So go for through curve mesh, go to select curve, stop at intersection, select this small part, that small part, this one, that one, this one, and that one, and confirm. And I could hide that surface and the swept. Let's take a look at this one. Go to view, go to through shading. Yeah, this looks really, really nice. And maybe hide that sketch for the moment at least again. Now I want to divide that face into two faces, not splitting it but dividing it, which means I got an edge here. So go to home, yes, go to more, go to divide face, yeah. The face I want to divide is this one, and tool option would be that one, the splitting plane, and confirm, which splits that face into two sort of parts. I've got an edge here and I can use that edge. Now I will need a sketch on some planes, so let's bring back our image. Okay, I will need a sketch on the plane A and the plane B, and those sections are here. That's almost a circle, or it is a circle, and this is again a profile which has more than one arc. So let's do a sketch on the main sketch plane and confirm. And let's go to this profile here. Okay, it should be something like this. Okay, make those lines for construction. Adjust it a little bit. Like that. Okay, and move it a little bit to the left. Okay, and that should be one arc. So let's go for an arc which starts here, goes to this one, and then it should be tangent to both those lines. Now let's copy this one, Control C, finish that sketch, and make a sketch on plane A. So where are my planes? There you go. I need a sketch on plane A. And let's take a look. This looks legit. So confirm. Let's bring in those 2 points and hide the image. Hide the image and get the intersection points. So I need intersection point of this one and the intersection point of that one. And I could hide that one here. Hide, okay. And let's go for Control V for paste. And let's move this maybe here, maybe like that. Don't snap. Okay. Orient view to sketch, and let's put those, those 2 points, that point here, and this point, and that point here, and make it coincident, which didn't quite work. So let's undo and hide those faces. And this one as well. So it's easier to see what goes on. So I want this point here, that point. I could hide that curve as well. So this point and that point should be coincident, and same up here, that point and this one should be coincident as well. Great. Let's finish that sketch. And I need another sketch on my image. So go for showing this one, and I have to go for BB. So make a sketch on the main sketch plane. Confirm. Let's go there. Make these for construction only. And I need some arcs. Let's start here, maybe like that. Okay, one up here, maybe like this. Okay, then make one in between here. Or could I go for just one more? Let's see. Yeah, looks pretty good. And there is no tangency, so go for tangency there. Yeah, this didn't work. So I have to adjust that manually a little bit. More to the inside, and then I should be able to make it tangent. Let's see, this one and that one, tangent, nope. Maybe I should fix, or maybe I should go for 3 arcs. So let's do it like that. Put one here, maybe like this, yeah, and that tangency I didn't want. And make this one and that one tangent. Yes. Now let's select it, Control C for copy, finish that sketch and make a new sketch on plane B. So go for a sketch on plane B, switch this one around, confirm, hide the image, close, Control V, and move it up there, confirm. Now I need those curves back in my sketch, so go for show and select this sketch, yes, and OK. Go for intersection points, this one, apply that one, OK. Let's go for a move. I want to move these from this point to that point here. Okay. And now adjust this point and that point coincident. Let's see what will happen. And this one to that one. That point. Yeah, it looks okay. So finish that sketch as well. Okay, I will need a profile on plane E. So go for home, go for sketch, go for use section planes, go for plane E, reverse the normal and confirm. Now I will need an intersection point. This one here. And I need to bring back this surface. That surface here. Okay. And I need the intersection curve with that surface and confirm. And then I would need a construction line from this point horizontal, not that point but that line, and then a connection here with arcs. So go first one arc which starts here and could be tangent up there, and another one which starts here and goes over there and should be tangent to that line here. Move this a little bit to the top and go for tangency between those two arcs. Great, and finish that sketch. And maybe switch back to not true shading. Okay, now let's bring back those extrudes. This one and that one. And I need a spline. Go for view and view. Select this end or start point of that edge here. should be somewhere. There it is, and that was too short, but I could add the continuity afterwards. Now let's go for another point on this one, maybe this one here, and select maybe that point over here. Go back to this one, change to tangency, and select this edge here. Confirm and confirm. And now I can go for my through curve mesh. Let's go to home, through curve mesh, tangent curves, stop at intersection, first one, second one. Now I could go for the edge. Okay, cross curves. Add another set. Again, edge and edge. Check if it works at all. Yes, it does. Now I want to have tangency for the last primary curve. That would be this surface. Works again. And last cross should have tangency to this extrude. Looks okay. So if you got some folds here, you would have to change the first sketch, I think that one. Is this one? No, this one, the second one. You would have to change this sketch in order to change that edge here. Okay, now another through curve mesh. Again, tangent curves, stop at intersection, select this one, add another set, this one, add another set, that one, go for the cross curves, go for the edge, and again for the edge, add another set, go for this edge and that edge. Let's take a look if it works with G0, not G0, it works. So I want to have first cross tangency with that surface and second or last cross tangency with this one. Looks great. So let's confirm. Nice. Now let's put all these features into one feature group, beginning with that sketch here. All of these, right click, feature group, call it Fuselage. Fuselage. And okay. And I want to hide those extrudes. And maybe right now all sketches. Yes, let's go for hiding all sketches as well. And the curves. Close and hide this one as well. Now I have to cut for the cockpit. So let's bring back our image. Maybe hide that feature group. some or a sketch. So go for a sketch, of course on the main sketch plane. On this plane, confirm. And this might look something like that. Should go down, straight over here, straight in that direction, and then in this direction, maybe like that. So this should be coincident with the E-plane, this one with that plane, yeah. So let's add some constraints. This one and that one should be collinear. And this one should be collinear with the E-plane. Where is my E-plane? Let's go for the E-plane, this one, and that one should be collinear as well. Yeah, that should do. Let's make an extrude with that sketch here. Maybe symmetric or just in one direction, so go for an extrude with that sketch here, and it should go in this direction, yes, and make it maybe 500 and confirm. Let's bring back our feature group fuselage. There it is. Show. Yeah. And now I want to keep just that through curve mesh, this one, and maybe I should hide the sketches, hide the curves, and I want to keep this, I want to keep that, and this one. So hide the sheet bodies and bring back this one, that one, the extrude, and this one, and show. So I need to trim this here. So go for trim sheet, surface, trim sheet. The tool would be that one, and the target would be this one. So that's the target. The boundary is that body faces, yes. And I want to keep this side if possible. Yeah, select region, should be okay. Yes, it is, and confirm. Now, let's see. I have to split this, so let's go for another trim sheet. I want to trim this side with, yes, sort of this plane, and I want to remove just this part. Is that possible? So the boundary would be this one, and I want to keep this and that. So this should be removed. Yes, great, looks good, and confirm. Now maybe hide the image, close, and I need this to be extended in that direction. I could go for a sweep, or yes, a sweep along that edge with that profile. So let's hide the extrude. and make a swept. Where's the swept? Surface swept. I want to sweep or swap this profile, not connected curves, but single curve, and stop at intersection. This one, and it should move along that edge here, single curve, this edge. Yeah, but the other way around, like that. And parameter or arc length should be okay, but it should not be scaled, it should be constant, like this. And that should probably do the trick here. If I bring back my extrude, and now I want to trim sheet again. I want to trim this one, and then I want to keep this side, yes, with that boundary. Let's see if this works. Yes. And that looks really good. Now I could or should, if I sew those together and trim this one, or could I trim with the single parts? Let's try it. I go for trim sheet. The target right now would be this one, and I want to trim with this surface, that surface, this one, and yeah, let's take a look. Works quite well, and confirm. Yeah, looks pretty good. Now I could sew those together. Maybe later on I will have to split once more. We will see. Let's sew those together. So go for sew. Select this one, that one, this one, that small one, and this one, and confirm. And I'm done with the fuselage. So hope it was helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, please give it a like or leave a comment. If you want to see more, please give it a like or leave a comment. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my Facebook CAD fan page. Would be very nice of you. I want to get more likes and subscriptions over there as well. Thanks for watching. See you to the next one. Bye bye.